Well, if you were one of the many who probably turned off the Gildan, New Mexico Bowl about a minute ago, you missed one of the best comebacks in Arizona history. Die-hard Wildcat fans, they got to bring one of these because this year's roster has a bunch of new faces that weren't on last year's team.
George Savaricas, who broke this story. George?
Guys, some big news today. The News 4 Sports Department has confirmed that Arizona running back Kadeem Carey was involved in an incident on the early morning of December 23rd. You said it's the second day of competition, but they're still trying to wrap up the first round of matches out here. Play has been delayed, get this, 5 times so far today. So, should it have counted? Should have been waved off like it was. I mean, who's right? That could be debated at the bar with your buddies for hours. The only opinion that matters, that of the Pac-12 Conference. Today they shared their 2 cents. Already, I can't take this. The Cardiac Cats, again, supposed to be a cakewalk against Utah. Well, they go down to the wire in another thriller at the McHale Center. Of all the highlights and post-game reaction after the break. Rain, sleet, snow, frost, and finally the wind taking center stage at the Gsanchor match play up in Marana. In the semifinals, Hunter Mahan beat Ian Poulter 4-3 to advance. Matt Kuchar topped Jason Day by the same margin, setting up an All-American final. Kuchar and Mahan actually President's Cup and Ryder Cup teammates, so friends, now foes, at least for this afternoon. Kuch wasting no time getting things going on the front 9. Already 2 up. Standing on the tee of the par 3 6th, and he's liking this tee shot, knocking it stiff to within a few feet. He'd take a 4-up lead into the back 9. That's when Mahan came alive. On the 10th, rolls home the par putt to cut the deficit to 3 down. And on the 11th, for birdie. He's now just 2 down in this championship match. On the 14th, Mahan once again 3 down and showing why he has a reputation as one of the best ball strikers on tour. To within a few feet, he'd birdie and climb back to just 1 down going into the 17th hole. After Mahan left his second shot in the desert, Kuchar made sure he shut the door on this title match to 5 feet away as Kuchar takes down the defending match play champ Mahan 2-1. Your final. A lot of headlines leading up to the Daytona 500. Earlier in the week, Danica Patrick making waves as the first female driver to grab the pole at Daytona. Then on Saturday night, the horrific final lap crash in the nationwide event. So what would Sunday have in store?
Drivers and Danica, start your engines!
Took 90 laps for Danica to make history, becoming the first woman to lead a lap at the Daytona 500 under the green flag. But the race belonged to the 5-time Sprint Cup champ, Jimmie Johnson, who takes the checkered flag to win his second Daytona 500, with teammate Dale Earnhardt Jr. coming in second. Arizona coming off a 2-game home sweep against the Washington Schools. On paper, the Cats' defense looking solid. They allowed just 52 points on Wednesday and 56 on Saturday. But that's not exactly the case, according to head coach Sean Miller.
We're in a real quandary. We do not play hard on defense.
So Arizona's on the road this week. First stop at USC Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Tucson time. Hey there, Allison. Welcome to a very soggy golf course out here at Dove Mountain. You said it's the second day of competition, but they're still trying to wrap up the first round of matches out here. Play has been delayed, get this, 5 times so far today. They're supposed to start at 8:30 a.m. That's been pushed back to 1 p.m. Tucson time. So that means Rory McIlroy will tee off at 2. Tiger Woods will tee off at 2:20. That's how late it's gotten. The range opened up about an hour ago. Dustin Johnson, one of the notable guys that got out there earlier today. The pros have been out there for about an hour or so warming up. They've just gotten the snow cleared, so the tee times are expected to go off at 1 p.m. With that, I welcome in my colleague News 4's Lorraine Rivera. Yesterday, if you were a fan out here, you were diehard. Conditions were not too easy. Today, kind of a different story. You've seen more fans make the trek out here.
Absolutely. They're not discouraged at all by the weather.
And the big thing to look for, he was saying they'll play till 6 at least today. They're probably going to play until sunset, and they'll need a minor miracle to get all these first-round matches in, with the latest guys teeing off at 2:20. You figure they'll be playing until 6 or 6:15 at least. That does it from out here at Match Play. For Lorraine Rivera, I'm George Savaricas. Let's send it back to you.